Women in their 20s and their 30s that are still walking around with this conditioning that they're supposed to do a set of things when it comes to marriage and children. Like, what do you say to women?
Is that what you want, or is that some tape in your head from somebody else? And
because often it's the latter.
Often it is. And also, what do you want from it? You know, not because of what my mom told me, but because of what society told me, I grew up dreaming of my wedding. And to a certain extent, I wish I had spent more time younger dreaming of my life. I mean, can you imagine what it would look like? And not only the life I want, but what is it that I want to give back to the world? What is it that is my gift, my purpose, my reason for being that I want to share with other people? And that's not to say that you shouldn't dream of the partner you want. But by the way, be specific. Do you want what someone looks like, or do you want what they make you feel like? And not even what they make you feel like, what you feel around them.
Yes.
This is, by the way, a question that I tell people. How do you feel when you're around them? This is something I do when dating. There's two things that are really great tricks.
Give it to us.
Great tricks. One is take a piece of paper. On the front, write the facts. On the back, write the fantasy.
Oh.
So that you're clear. Okay,
which is which?
Correct. And not two pieces of paper where you can look at them at the same time and get confused. Flip it over like, oh my God, I love his friends. Oh my God, so-and-so is gonna come to my wedding, is on the other side. You know, I don't know what those things are, right? But that is one. The other that is key is on that first date, second date, third date, every date, ask yourself, go on that date, leave the date, and ask yourself how you feel. Do I feel safe? Do I feel seen? Do I feel sexy? Or do I feel like, oh my God, I didn't wear the right thing, and da-da-da-da. That's not a good feeling. I have a friend who always says sometimes the questions are more important than the answers that you get, so that you stay curious in the right way for yourself. But in terms of younger people or anybody, honestly, anyone, no matter who you date, what is it that you want?
What is it that you
and
want?
if you don't know, that's okay.
Yeah.
Ask
Just
yourself
keep
the
living
questions.
and you can figure it out later.
Correct.
Yes.
And keep asking yourself those questions. The key is do not go through your life asleep and then ask yourself, how did I end up here? Because you will end up somewhere. And if you don't like it and you're 35, it's a lot harder to make those changes. You can make them. You can make changes at any age. But if you just keep floating along where life takes you without asking yourself what you like, and by the way, it's very hard to know what you like if you don't know who you are. And many people were raised in environments where they didn't have a chance to discover who they are. Many people have been in lives that are about surviving and they don't have time to ask themselves those questions. But you can carve out 5 minutes a night and say, what did I like about today? What worked today?
Yeah, and how do I find more of that?
Correct.
Yes.
What felt good today? And then, that felt good. What felt good about it? And name it. And really understand that for yourself and go into that much detail, because you will start to build the blocks of, oh, I'm a person who a 6-person dinner is too many.
Yes.
Start small. What did I like about today? What felt good today? I had a good day. Why did I have a good day? Okay, it was when I was with that person. And then you might mistake it and think, that's a person I want to be around. What was it about that person? Was it you or was it them? And then you start to sort of build sort of a roster for yourself that can become a roadmap. For example, social media does not show us process. It doesn't show us how you got there. That's part of what you're doing in this podcast, right? Like, what are the pieces? How do you think about life?
Yes.
What are the questions that you do ask yourself? How do you discover that? How do you find that out? Like, for example, I have learned there's things I'm really good at and there's things I'm not so great at.
Yeah, you need to know that.
You need to know that. And my favorite is to remember, I never want to think I know everything. I want to remain teachable.
1,000,000%. But you need that both in your business life and in your personal life.
Correct.
Right?
And they both mirror each other.
That.
You know, and I have built my business life the same way I have built my personal life. I do want to say to people, it is not because of the abundance that I come from that I have had this space to do that. I have carved out the visioning time, the dreaming time, meditation, where I'm looking at things.
Clearly done a lot of work.
It has been like chewing on ground glass. You say I'm comfortable in my skin. I was not. I have learned how to be comfortable.